PDP peace expedition to USA began the protest online in Washington, D.C. on April 2nd. As we revealed the spokesperson person report yesterday, until the stay-at-home order to be ended, we will struggle by protest online, temporarily changing from the constant powerful peace protest in front of the White House for 1,061 days. Now, the confirmed cases of COVID-19 have surpassed 200,000 on 2nd of April in the U.S. So, Washington, D.C. with the White House was issued the stay-at-home order, and the peace expedition to USA in Washington, D.C. is under the stay-at-home order from March 31st. However, we will not cease to struggle for withdrawal of USFK in any condition. The expedition is going to convey our slogan and our voice through social media every day in the U.S. The speech of the party and all-night speech on online are given every day. We deliver the local news and political current situation at the speech of the party, which is going on now. Today, I am going to talk about Captain of the USS aircraft carrier Theodore Roosevelt will be punished. On March 31st, the captain of carrier Theodore Roosevelt wrote an SOS letter to the Pentagon. It said, "We are not at war. Sailors do not need to die." 4,800 sailors started to take off the aircraft carrier yesterday. According to the result of tests with COVID-19, nearly 100 people were diagnosed with COVID-19 so far. And the news say that the confirmed case to increase a strong possibility. The confirmed case in carrier Theodore Roosevelt was released on March 2015. Even though 3 people were impacted with COVID-19, but U.S. implement possibly war exercise to invade in South China Sea under the name of Sensor to Detect China. They were non-committed from the military, although the captain Brad Cruiser, who could not see no longer the dire situation unfolding aboard the warship, sent the 4-page letter. The reason why is leaving the carrier with many sailors at once is not proper considering the characteristic of aircraft carrier that operate with the variety of device. Finally, after this letter was released on March 31st, the Pentagon allowed to take measures for the evacuation remain 1,000 sailors on the board. The Pentagon expressed discomfort about this process. They were proposed toward the measure of evacuation after the letter was released in the media. U.S. Secretary of Defense Mark Esper spoke about the evacuation of the aircraft carrier on March 31st during the joint news conference. He said, "I don't think we're at the point." And I had not read in detail a letter from the commander of the ship pleading for help. The acting Navy Secretary Thomas Modly implied the possibility of punishment, saying if Cruiser had leaked the letter, it would violate the principle of good order and discipline. I don't know that. On April 1st. Today, seeing the aircraft carrier Theodore Roosevelt, it has led us to rethink that U.S. is the cruel nation. The U.S. committed the war exercise to invade with aircraft carrier in the South China Sea at the moment people all over the world were threatening their lives by the COVID-19. Even more, U.S. pushed ahead with the war exercise in spite of the pounded confirmed case with COVID-19 at the aircraft carrier. What does the U.S. exist for? The letter of sailors do not want to die. It would be not just a flight, only written the aircraft carrier Theodore Roosevelt. COVID-19 is spread in the U.S. and the U.S. medical care system show the worst inadequate health system clearly. An American visiting the hospital to get the test for the COVID-19 posted the testing cost $34,927 on the social media. It made a headline by puzzling on the social media. Some people say the U.S. is the country of liberty and democracy, but we are witnessing that the U.S. is a country of liberty and democracy only for the rich. At a society where the money has become a master, people are only grieving, "I don't want to die." The COVID-19 hits the world now. Its impact on global economic recession. Again, we realize the truth. To the people is only for the death without a struggle in capitalist society. We must fight against all imperialist and anti-people forces who suffocate the people's life in our country. Now I will finish the speech. April 2nd, 2020, in the Washington, D.C.